resignação importante para a equipe da TNC, né? Dar aquela parada,
aquela
mas eu acho que
que
foi uma freada mais para conseguir ouro para eles
Exatamente.
mesmos, porque a Crystal Media já tinha gastado todo o ouro dela ali naquele momento, então não foi
uma rotação
assim,
agora
algo
da
tão
TNC
ruim.
com vários creeps do Shen, né? Vamos ver qual o objetivo deles.
Tá, agora tá online. Excelente. Tá online de verdade. Ok, eu consigo ver mais alguma coisa aqui. Ai, eu muito preciso aprender a mexer nessa parada. Maravilha, vamos lá. Dessa vez, da última vez que eu joguei esse jogo, eu joguei muito mal. Eu espero agora jogar melhor. Acho que agora eu entendo melhor o jogo. Dessa vez eu consigo avançar significativamente nele. Tava conversando com o PH, com o Mikael e não tinha a menor condição de fazer dar certo. Aí eu vou prestar atenção na história, vou ouvir os áudios. Basicamente o seu sobrinho foi parar nesse culto maluco no meio de Batuela. E a sua irmã quer informações do garoto. De repente ele
Dear
quer
Mom,
voltar.
things are going great down here. I knew it would be hard working with the mission to build a town in the jungle, but it's what we have to do. It stays hot and humid year-round here, but I love seeing all the bugs and birds from South America. Oh, food's great, particularly because we grow it ourselves. I know you worry about me, but please don't. Love, Alex.
Tá bom, então ele está tudo bem, mas eu não acredito nele. Então um pouco mais eu quero ver deixar o jogo alto. Pra mim pelo menos. Isso é um negócio que eu acho zoado. Ele fala, encontre a Kiene, ela pode te ajudar. Só eu acabei de chegar, eu não deveria nem saber quem ela é. Nossa, ela tá super perto de onde eu tô. Bom, pena, portando
Much as
aqui.
we like to think this place is our promised land, it too is not perfect. Sometimes it is necessary to purge the evil from our midst.
Apertando aqui eu consigo deixar um highlight no campo de visão deles. Destruir os alarmes, pra ter menos coisa para tocar caso alguma coisa dê errado. Tô me afastando de onde ela tá.
Do you know why we named this place Freedom Town?
We named it for the freedoms America promised us, but which we never really had.
At last, here we are free. To love our God and love ourselves as America would never let us.
We only ask that you love this place.
As we love all of you.
Ela costuma ficar perto do rio. Então deve ser dar a volta por aqui. Acontece aqui, ó. Eu dividir a dificuldade porque eu queria conseguir chegar mais longe na história para fazer uma live que rendesse bastante. Basicamente o que acontece é que tem menos pessoas muito armadas quando você joga numa dificuldade menor. E você consegue deixar esse highlight no campo de visão por mais tempo. Mas é só essa a diferença.
When Kennedy evoked that passage from Matthew, he spoke of how the world was watching America, the shining city.
tinha visto.
Hypocrisy and
Aí eu
evil
saio
in
correndo.
God's
Aí
name
eles vão me esquecer.
made me realize I could no longer conscience living in the United States. Our own shining city, this freedom town, will never betray the word of the Lord.
É videogame. Eu acho ultrapassado, talvez, que eles não me vejam, que eles me vejam, assim, me vejam fora do campo de visão deles, não importa o que eu faça fora do campo de visão. Eu acho que não tinha muito o que fazer. E deixando
In
esse campo
Cuba,
de
the
visão
children are
highlight
learning
do
of that
tempo todo,
country's great
parece
triumphs,
pior,
seeing
assim.
how steadfast defiance led to a much more egalitarian society.
Mas é isso. Vamos ver.
There, they will learn the great promise of socialism, while here, we contemplate its costs.
Acho que eu vou aumentar um pouquinho minha voz, hein? Não sei o quanto que tá alto ou baixo. Esse cara, ele me ajuda.
I know the pressures on our town grow more intense every day. So this Sunday's
Hey,
service will run
you're
as long as
trespassing
we
in
need.
our home. I just need for you to give me your guns.
9 in the morning.
You gonna do that for me?
Until the spirit takes
Give
hold.
guns.
That's all right. For a long time, they've been saying people are coming to kill us. But I don't think you are. Answer me this. Who are you? Why are you here? If you don't want to say, that's fine. I won't hurt you. I don't think you're much of a threat. They named this place Freedom Town. Shit. You ask me, we all should have known that was a bad omen. People say some crazy shit around here. I wish I knew if things were really that bad.
Se você dá a sua arma pra ele, ele não vê você como ameaça. Tem várias pessoas na cidade que podem te ajudar. E você ajudando elas, mostrando pra elas que existe um perigo, eles te ajudam. E aí, Victor, beleza?
Man, I thought that basketball court would do something to calm Isaac. But look how that turned out. Rebecca's always saying not to trust our families back home. But I don't care what she says. I think it's right for people to talk to their families. The punishments. I mean, I understand you need discipline, but there's ways to do something like that.
Ok, vamos perguntar sobre os guardas.
You better keep your head down. Most folks won't give you the chance that I did.
Pergunta... mostrar pra eles, pra ele me falar sobre o Alex.
Oh, you're Alex's family. Is that right? You want to see him? You should see him. What you need is a map to help you find him. I don't know exactly where Alex is, but I've marked your map to give you an idea where to look.
Basicamente isso. Aí quando você consegue encontrar essas pessoas que já estão predispostas a te ajudar, elas já estão desconfiadas das intenções do culto, elas vão te ajudando com marcações no mapa. Mas eu quero perguntar mais alguma coisa pra ele aqui.
I'm not going to say I saw you, but you should know how dangerous a situation you're in. Shit, I fear we're all in a bad situation. Thing most of us won't admit, we're trapped here. Good or bad, we don't have a choice about it now. The walkers are big on symbols, those cages, the big crosses. What's going on with that? Symbols don't harvest the crops. You get yourself killed, it's bad for all of us.
Acabou, né? Já tá repetindo o diálogo. Olha o que está ali, mas eu quero primeiro achar aqui Ian. Preciso atravessar a ponte lá embaixo.
When we recall the verse from Matthew about the city on the hill, I think of our town in the jungle, how we can be an example to the world.
The Puritans preached that their shining example would be Boston. But 300 years later, it is instead a corrupt home for fake progressives and powerful elites.
A betrayal. No life at all would be better than a life of American hypocrisy.
We will be true to our principles, whatever end may come.
As capelas, né, essas Whitechapels, elas têm dentro informações que comprovam as intenções duvidosas do culto. E você consegue converter as pessoas pro seu lado. Mas ela está muito guardada. Eu vou tentar de outra hora.
Do not let them abuse you under the pretense of awaiting paradise only in the afterlife. That is a trap, a lie cooked up by the slave master. You deserve justice now, here, today. That is what I'm fighting for.
Vou voltar lá pra tentar achar aqui.
You know how much you owe me to us. But we are coming to a crisis point in Freedom Town. A time when we must decide our future.
We will leave an indelible mark on history and show them how we reject their vile lies.
We forge our own path out of this darkness, escaping with the providence only the Lord can grant us.
And we will inspire others to realize this world is cruelty, that it is time for a final reckoning.
Aqui também tem outra pessoa que costuma te ajudar.
Did you come to help me? Are you a member of the mission? Did you just join? I came here to find a good home for my boys. I loved what my kids would learn here about justice for everyone. But this place is too intense. Now, everywhere I look is danger. Things are coming to a head. I wish I could go get my kids and run, but they're off in Cuba. I don't even know where. I need an address, anything, before I can think of leaving to go get them.
Opa, o Jiraiya se inscreveu com o Twitch Prime. Valeu aí, Jiraiya. Tá pensando agora que talvez fosse interessante deixar o jogo em português. Mas eu acho que não tem. Não tem. Então, em inglês é o melhor que dá pra fazer. Perguntar sobre os filhos dela.
When they said we had to send the kids away, I should have known what that would mean for the rest of us.
Sobre o Isaac.
For a time, I thought Isaac would be a role model for my boys. But the last few months, Isaac has changed. He's not a role model anymore.
E a Rebecca.
I left the States because I just couldn't see raising children there. It's a culture of death. And I can't have that for my boys. But sometimes what Rebecca says, I think I didn't get far enough away.
Deixa eu perguntar do Alex.
You want to find Alex? He's your family? Oh, he's a good kid. Let me see your map. I think this is his cabin.
Bom, vendo, aqui eu já consigo saber exatamente onde está o Alex. Eu posso ir lá tentar convencê-lo. Eu já tentei chegar lá só para falar com ele. E geralmente ele diz que não vai embora, que eu devia conversar com a Isaac e com a Rebecca e que eles iam me convencer. Deve ser um final possível ficar aí na vila com eles. Eu não tentei fazer. Então eu vou primeiro tentar conseguir algumas provas, ajudar algumas pessoas. Aí a última coisa que eu vou fazer é tirar o Alex. Até hoje eu encontrei 3 pessoas que eu posso ajudar. Eu vou tentar ajudar as 3. E depois só então fugir com o Alex. E talvez eu possa matar os líderes do culto. Então eu vou tentar ajudar as 3, matar os líderes e depois fugir com o Alex. Eu vou falar com ela de novo.
I'm sure he'd like to see you. Just like I want to see my boys. We're all together, but it's so hard to just survive in this place. I'm not leaving here until I have an address of where to find my boys.
Tá bom, então eu vou achar o endereço. Os filhos dela foram mandados pra Cuba, olha só. Então eu vou descobrir onde estão em que lugar de Cuba
Formation
estão os
team
filhos
meeting
dela.
will go late tonight. We're determined to talk through some of the biggest challenges in front of us. We can't interrupt this meeting. So if you need something, find us before 7 p.m.
Uma fried plantain, uma banana e cloroform. Excelente. Eu não achei mais nenhum documento novo, não. A Teresa vai estar do outro lado do rio, com certeza.
I understand how hard it can be to go on without the children. They inspire us. They amuse us. Love us unconditionally. Another few weeks of focus and dedication, and they will return to us. And we will all be stronger for the time apart.
A vítima perfeita. Morreu. Agora eu entro aqui, ver se tem algo interessante. Pego tudo. Escondo o corpo. Esse cara não tem jeito. Eu podia distraí-lo, mas é mais fácil matar. Se eu
I
colocar
know
ele, ninguém vai
everyone has
achar.
been working so hard. I think we're all due a little nighttime entertainment.
Provas de alguma coisa
So tomorrow night,
ilícita.
Rebecca and I are planning to sing a few songs together. Everyone should come sing along with us in the theater.
Miss Pratt, this letter confirms your enrollment for this. Basicamente, confirma a matrícula dos 105 estudantes que foram de Freedom Town para o campo, para um estágio lá no campo deles de 3 semanas. De 23 de julho a 12 de agosto. Vem ao nosso atendimento que crianças de 0 a 18, que são de crianças de 0 a 18 anos, e aqueles com menos de 1 ano de idade vão ser acompanhados por 5 parents, 5 pais, que terão alojamentos especiais. I look forward to a summer of enriching Cuban arts and activities to everyone a warm bem-vindo. Aqui basicamente tem o endereço de onde os filhos dela foram mandados para Cuba, para serem doutrinados, vamos dizer assim. O culto ele tem uma orientação marxista, socialista, então faz sentido ter uma aliança com os cubanos. Aqui eu já consigo liberar ela.
Oh my God, this is the place. This is what I needed. Now I have an address. Now I just need to wait for my moment. Soon. Thank you. If the walkers had been more honest, let me see your map. This section.
Excelente. Aí já tem então a localização do Isaac e da Rebecca. Já fica mais fácil para encontrá-los. Caramba, eu tô apanhando ainda da Twitch, cara. Eu vou mudar de tela. Essa tela da tela de controle do Twitch não atualiza em tempo real as coisas. Tá bem ruim. Agora tá melhor. Preciso tirar o som. Tá bom.
I find that the work, this great work, keeps me young. We thought this song might help everyone remember that.
This song was submitted by Suzanne, and I rather like it. Suzanne knows the value of the work. Preparation for the great
Agora
strike
eu vou
that is
continuar no meu
sure
caminho para encontrar com a Kien. Era a musiquinha insuportável de trabalho.
We wake up in the morning and we
Aproveita.
grab a hoe and rake, knowing that we plan to give more than we will take. Every day's a gift and we must use it while we can, working to improve our lot according to our plan. When we work together we will ease our way along, smiling as we work and as we sing this little song. A work away, a work away, a working for a better day. A work away, a work away, a working for a better
além de trabalhar, tem que trabalhar ouvindo
Don't let
isso.
your brothers and sisters down. Get out to those fields. No one rests when anyone is still oppressed. Come on
aqui vai ser
now,
problema
rally
passar.
round. Everyone work until the work is done.
E é o caminho mais perto, o caminho é muito
The
longe.
workers of the world are
Tem uma
united
pedra
as
pra
we
distrair
go.
eles.
Tearing down the order as we make our garden
Ah, tem
grow.
o terceiro cara.
Every day's a gift and we must use it while we can. Working to improve our lot according to our plan.
Nossa, parabéns, cara.
Together we will ease our way along. Smiling as
todos
we
pra
work
cá.
and as we sing this little song. A work away, a work away, a working for
Deu
a
certo.
better day. A work away, a work away, a working for a better day. A work away, a work away, a working for a better day. A working for a bright and better day.
O pior é que deu
Alright,
certo.
everyone. I know everyone wants to eat. Injustice hates happy workers.
Ah, tá. Isso aqui é um documento que mostra
Today's a great day to work.
as notícias de quando o culto, a igreja, se muda para a América do Sul, levando os missionários juntos. Sempre bom. Vou pegar esse aqui para desligar o alarme caso ele dispare. Acho que um pouco mais pra cima eu encontro com a Rebeca. Opa, quase. Já tem uma igrejinha. Certamente vai ter alguma coisa interessante dentro. Pô, tá fácil agora, hein? Então vamos lá.
Back in the U.S., they want to smear us. They want to come here and claim we are a failure, that we broke laws, and on with their lies. They want trumped-up trials, prison, and for those they deem most dangerous, execution.
Alex is becoming a real discipline problem. Sometimes he doesn't show up for work assignments. When he does show up, he drags everyone down with complaints. He has been ordered to stay in his cabin when not on work detail. Some time in a cage may be necessary.
Se isso não assustar o Alex, a ameaça dele ficar numa cela, numa gaiola, nada vai fazer ele ir embora comigo. Ah não, achei que eu ia entrar aqui, eu me escondi. Olha, essa parece ser uma run que vai dar muito certo. As coisas estão acontecendo muito fácil. Aqui.
The good book tells me to show hospitality to strangers. We're good people here. I trust you are too. For many of us, this is the best life we've ever known, an escape from the violence we faced in America. I come to be by the river to remember that and to thank God for what he's given us. So many back in the U.S. say something is wrong here. Do you think so? Prove it to me. Show me one piece of evidence. I'll look at it. And if it's real, I'll do something about it.
As provas que eu tenho até agora não servem para ela. Provavelmente estão naquela igreja mais fechada. Mas eu vou fazer perguntas. Perguntar sobre o Isaac.
Isaac has so many guns in this camp. Do we really need this many? Won't the guns make us into the thing we hate?
Sobre Rebecca.
Rebecca's willing to risk what isn't hers to risk. But I'll make sure she stops. Or gets stopped.
Claramente o Isaac e a Rebecca estão indo para um caminho meio violento.
I like coming down to the river to remember where we're going. Isaac talks about how we conquered the jungle, how we are the jungle now, all this. I think I'd rather be the river, always moving. Nature's showing us her force, God's permanence.
Ask about Freedom Town.
I'm not just fighting for me. I'm fighting for everyone like me. So everyone can know the peace I have here. The freedom from fear.
Um pouco contraditório, né?
America is built on violence, the police state. At some point, you want something different, you need to leave, before it makes you violent too.
Ela achava a América violenta e agora tá achando que Freedom Town tá se tornando violento, né? Então também não, provavelmente não é mais um lugar tão bom pra ela.
I clouded my problems with drink for years. Isaac showed me how to put that behind me. Now this fight is all I am. Many try to bury the sins of the past, but if you deny them, pretend they never happened, wish them all away, they'll just come back to the surface a million times stronger.
Bom, tá certo. Preciso encontrar algo pra resolver o problema dela.
You know how much you all mean to us. But we are coming to a crisis point in Freedom Town.
Find us.
A time when
Pedido de
we
ajuda.
must decide our future.
We will leave an indelible mark on history and show them how we reject their vile lies.
We forge our own path out of this darkness, escaping with the providence only the Lord can grant us.
And we will inspire others to realize this world is cruelty, that it is time for a final reckoning.
Quando você é visto, você só precisa ficar escondido o tempo suficiente. É um videogame, né, gente?
I have here a note with some craven lies written on it, passed from hand to hand among the few of you who doubt what we are doing here. Everyone knows who you are, and you will be fixed.
As coisas que eu tenho aqui são importantes. O rádio pode ficar pra depois. Bom, eu sei que tem um chapéu nesse aqui. Se precisar, eu venho buscar. Aqui não parece ter mais muita coisa mesmo.
I'm trapped in the pit with the darkest filth of humanity. I will light that candle. If not so that I can see, so that at the very least I can burn all who brought me down there. Do not push me.
A outra coisa que varia sempre que você joga é a personalidade dos líderes do culto. Nessa aqui o Isaac parece um pouco mais violento do que de costume.
What murderous empire builds enough weaponry to kill everyone on the planet 10 times over? While the poor starve, the arsenal fills up. Some say it was the profits the war machine demanded. But I say these leaders simply have murder in their hearts.
Eu já falei com a Kane. E eu já falei com o Charles. Inclusive é quem sugere colocar o Alex na jaula, que é excelente. Eu vou descer pra falar com ele pro Charles de novo. Passar na igreja grande do meio. Ver se eu acho alguma prova lá pra eu poder colocar a Kane do meu lado. E aí eu vou atrás do Alex, que provavelmente já deve estar. Já devo ter prova o suficiente para ele vir comigo. Então vamos desviar aqui da galerinha. Olha só. O que aconteceu aqui?
During our crisis, we have made special arrangements for the children. They are in Cuba, at Colonia Unidad La Palma, learning about the revolution from our trusted neighbors.
Out of the mouth of babes hast thou ordained strength, that thou mightest still the enemy and the avenger.
When we send our strongest message, we do so knowing it will make the world better and all children will benefit.
These are hard decisions, but we must make them, for God has made us his messengers.
When writing to your relatives, remember we want them to understand how good things are for us, how important our work is. And Sarah, our communications director, is always available to help you make them understand.
Quando você vai escrever carta para seus parentes, vocês têm que passar por uma censura. E eles falam que você tem que falar que está sempre bem. Como é que você não acha que tem algo errado quando fazem isso? Pronto, vai dar pra fugir. Bom, eu cheguei na igreja grande. Matar o Isaac antes é um problema, porque percebem que ele desapareceu e as pessoas ficam mais alertas. O raio de visão delas
When
aumenta
I
pra
read my
caramba.
Bible, it is so obvious Jesus Christ is on our side. Those who somehow read his holy words yet still live as the most despicable capitalists.
Tem sangue no
Are they
altar.
illiterate?
Eu devo achar alguma coisa aqui, mas tem que tomar cuidado.
When I say no to trips home, you have to understand I trust you. I know you would want to come back to Freedom Town. It's them I don't trust. They wouldn't let you come back, and I don't want to lose any of my people.
Eu não consigo olhar na mesa.
Our best revolutionary leaders were killed when they said no to the war machine's endless appetite. We refuse to fight for profits, and that makes us dangerous. We fight only our own fight.
Our surveillance tells us they are sending forces to destroy us because they so fear what we represent.
When people question how we've chosen to arm ourselves, I ask, what choice do we have?
We dream of a peaceful world, of course. But as Castro said, a revolution is not a bed of roses.
We arm ourselves to control our own fate.
Será que agora vai dar tempo? Vamos ver.
Back in the U.S., the noose is tightening. Look at the FBI's war on the Panthers. Their leadership has been blatantly assassinated by the government. If we had not left, I am certain the same would have happened to us.
Adulterer. Nem todo mundo gosta tanto dele mais assim, né? Nessa igreja não tem nada. Certamente vai estar na igreja de cima, que está muito guardada. Precisava achar alguma coisa para me livrar daqueles guardas sem fazer barulho. Vou voltar para falar com o Charles.
I've been hearing a lot of complaints about veto visitation requests. Let me emphasize, it is so important we carefully monitor who comes to Freedom Town. We are aware of several past incidents where the FBI planted moles in our town. We cannot let them in our homes again.
Aqui eu vou sair.
Why do they fear us? I will tell you why. Because they see us living together in peace, sharing what we have. They see us as a threat to their own lives of idolatry. A threat to their Mercedes, and their swimming pools, and their illegal wars around the world that bankroll all of it. A threat to their segregated communities, their segregated marriages, their segregated churches. They are quite content in their lives of hate, and how dare we suggest there may be a better way?
Hey, did you find anything interesting?
Nada. Deixa eu ver quando foi que eu me feri, eu não vi. Quero procurar, quero ver se eu acho tranquilizantes.
Those back in the U.S. do not even understand their own oppression. Have we abandoned these people? No. We open our arms to them. But if they do not come when they refuse to see the truth, there is only so much we can do. We cannot save them if they resist being saved. Sadly, we must distance ourselves lest they drag us all down.
Let me say this again. With a group as numerous as ours, some people will stray. Those who wander will be called out publicly. I have found this is the best way to keep people on track with our mission.
And for those of you who question the necessity and the severity, we cannot risk anything that might crack our foundation.
We will not shy away from what has to be done.
Vou tentar olhar, vou tentar chegar na unidade médica. Talvez tenha alguma outra igreja mais fácil pelo caminho. Bem guardado aqui.
Over the last 10 years, I've seen all the great progressive leaders assassinated. I know my life is at risk. Rebecca knows she is in danger. We make ourselves targets by what we say and what we do.
Mom, I know you've never believed in what we're doing here,
A carta
but I
pra
don't
mãe
blame
dele.
you for being wrong. As Isaac always says, the American corporate machine is designed to make people fear any different way to live. But we live our own policy, and our policy is true equality. I may not change your mind, but I hope you believe in me and love me enough to help me with my dream. This is really hard for me to ask, but as we get this started, things are stretched thin. Supplies for myself, for all my friends here, would help so much. If you could send a wire transfer, that would help the most.
É a carta dele, a carta dele foi censurada. Isso aqui também deve ser uma boa prova pra ele entender que ele precisa ir embora comigo. Eles não enviaram a carta por causa do tom que ele usa. Olha, esse aqui parece um bom caminho pra chegar no Alex. Mas eu quero muito conseguir entrar naquela igreja. Certamente isso vai me matar, mas paciência.
Injustice is the fuel that powers the motor that makes the United States run. Without injustice, it's
I never felt like I fit in anywhere. Maybe if I had known my dad, things would be different, but he wasn't around. I never got along with my mom, no matter how hard she tried to fix things. Second time I ran away, I ended up with my friend Chill. Chill was all right, but his brother scared me. We got pulled into some bad stuff. Mom cried when the police called about what her son had gotten into. She couldn't fix me. We fought. But then I found Isaac and Rebecca. They showed me so much. So I came here to work and make this place good.
Ok. Aí você pelo menos entende as motivações do Alex. Sem o pai ele nunca se sentiu bem em casa. Ficou perdido. Seja o que for que eu possa encontrar aqui dentro desse hospital, a chance de eu disparar muitos alarmes aqui são muito grandes, né? Não vale a pena. Quero conseguir dessa vez levar o Alex embora sem ter que sequestrá-lo. Da outra vez que eu consegui levá-lo, eu sequestrei ele. Ele não quis ir. Eu fui visto. Eu vacilei bonito agora. Mas tudo bem. Meio que se você não entrar em conflito, não ficar parado, meio que fica por isso mesmo. Não é bonito o que tá acontecendo aqui. O disfarce meio que ele te dá uma chance. Preciso achar outro disfarce agora.
As Lenin said, freedom in a capitalist society has always meant freedom for the slave owners. The trick is, in America, sometimes they let new people own slaves. You can
Tá,
destroy a
deixa eu conseguir sair
revolutionary by
daqui.
killing
Daqui tá muito cheio.
him, or by making him comfortable and just a little powerful.
We are all equal before God. It's the blasphemous ways of man that have cost us our God-given equality.
O que tá acontecendo aqui? Estão apedrejando ela, cara.
Like our proud sisters and brothers in Stonewall showed us, if things don't get better, eventually you just need to pick up something heavy and smash it through a car window.
Vou dar um jeito de entrar naquela igreja, aí eu vou atrás do Alex.
Any government cannot face up to its own crimes and bring about restitution, can never be redeemed.
Sem o disfarce, o raio de visão deles
May
fica
not
muito maior.
technically be in power, but the fact that a no-mass murderer still walks the halls of hallowed institutions as not only a free man but as a respected figure shows how cancerous the whole organism of America truly is.
maior a ponto de dizer não dá pra entrar.
Was America ever exceptional? Hardly. Born of genocide, built by slavery, stained by misogyny, where the poor are taught to hate each other and to die in wars to serve the wealthiest? Was America ever great? Those were just lies told to hide the sin.
Tudo.
É.
Deixa eu ver o que eu achei. Gases, suprimentos médicos. Aí, ó. Saindo do Porto de Santos. Pedido em 19 de dezembro de 75. Shipping date 20 de janeiro de 75. Penicilina, isopropil. Capsule sai. Gases e suprimentos médicos, São Paulo, Brasil. Tem que, eu não consigo imaginar nada pra que isso serviria nesse momento.
É.
Acho que então eu vou pros chalés ali no Eastfields. Talvez ali eu encontre alguma coisa, porque isso aqui não vai servir de prova pra nada pra colocar aqui do meu lado, nem o Charles. É bom ter o Charles do seu lado, porque ele desliga todos os alarmes. Facilita bastante a coisa.
Shit. This is bad. Look, I can buy you some time. I'll shut the alarms down for a while. You get to your family.
Excelente, consegui ele.
Shit. This is bad. Look, I can buy you some time. I'll shut the alarms down for a while. You get to your family.
Boa, boa. Sem os alarmes já vai facilitar pra caramba. Eu vou tentar conseguir alguma coisa que mostre pra quem que tem coisa errada. Geralmente a coisa das outras vezes era sempre algo ligado a armas que fazia ela se rebelar.
In the U.S., the only way to improve your life is to play by their rules. Do what you're told, ignore the suffering of others, and win all your money in Las Vegas. If you like those odds, you may be fine there. Or you must take what you deserve by force.
Atravessar o rio para chegar lá? Não, posso ir por baixo. Eu já olhei aqui. Mas aqui não.
No one wants to leave their families behind. But if you've told them of our ways and they refuse to listen, you know they are lost. Our future is here. Not back in the most corrupt nation the world has ever seen.
Eu não consigo ir por baixo por causa do rio. Tenho que realmente atravessar a ponte. Eu queria muito achar outro disfarce. Aí, achei.
And who schemes to stop us? The evil few who want it all and would destroy our lives to take what little we have. Because they must have everything. FBI's COINTEL program, whose very stated goal is maintaining the existing social and political order. Is it any surprise that they came after us? Because I look at their social order and I say that it is not good enough for my family.
The encircle the world that contains around the hearts of all, hides the slavery, the subjugation, the murder, the carnage, the building up the machine to force or fall. What we become, to be the light in their darkness. Tear down the dark curtain, burn down their desperate tyranny, era patética. Show our true hearts to the world, beating loud our love knows no misery. Something I was writing for a new song, but I think this one is just for you and me, Rebecca. Não é nada de tão importante, depois que não estava tão guardado.
I wish we could inspire the world, save more people. But if we can just save ourselves,
Eu gosto um pouco da personalidade, né, da Rebecca e do Isaac. Estão ficando mais messiânicos. Eles não são a igreja da luz, eles são a luz.
we've been talking with the 12th First Brigade, and I don't like what I'm hearing. Despite having a commitment from them to defend our town, something that didn't come free, I assure you. Now they're saying they can't guarantee our safety. They give excuses that their military is stretched thin dealing with a border dispute, but I don't believe them. They're not the allies we'd hoped. What they've done in the States is take slavery and dress up in new clothes. They don't allow you enough food to live, a decent school to send your children, health services, not in your neighborhood. And once you are old, you're just a used up slave. They won't even do you the dignity of taking you out back and putting a bullet in your head. They suck away what money you have left, leaving you to die in a slow tragedy.
Vir até aqui não ajudou em muita coisa. Beleza. O Isaac tá logo ali embaixo. Eu vou no Alex primeiro, depois eu falo depois eu vejo o cima do Isaac.
Most of you have heard about the debate Rebecca and I had earlier this week at the agriculture meeting. I know it got a little heated, but when you care about something as much as we care about this town, you just have to be sure you're making the best decision for everyone.
Estamos indo.
Born sleeping on a bed of gold, they preach their great accomplishments when all they have done is perpetuate a system that robs you blind. And they ask why the poor don't work harder, why the black mother has so many children, why anyone should have a moment's peace when they could work for starvation wages to line the pockets of the wealthiest.
Ali é onde o Isaac tá.
Who gave you the right to question?
Onde tem essa galera de preto assim, é onde ficam os líderes. Exato. Esses caras são mais agressivos, são mais bem armados. Eu vou primeiro falar com o Alex, porque eu acho que se eu matar... Teve uma vez que eu matei o Isaac antes, e porque eu matei ele antes, ele não veio comigo, porque aí eu era um assassino. Vou matar ele depois.
I think you know by now I have very high standards. So does Isaac. It should surprise no one that people with high standards don't always agree on those standards. It's not always pretty, but it's inevitable.
Tem uma igrejinha aqui. Mas bem guardada. Mais gente dentro. Coisa que deve ser boa.
Am I a man of God or a man of war? When the so-called civilized world will not leave us alone, I must be both. I will fight until my people are free from fear and free to live. We will never know paradise if we do not claim it. That is why we built this place, and why we must keep building.
Pô, só não sai lá de dentro.
From time to time I think about what they might say about us in the history books. But then I remember that those texts are shot through with lies.
Vou ter tempo de entrar lá, matar essa panguana aí dentro e depois sair.
Some people have been talking about the number of guns we have in Freedom Town. I must remind them what Huey Newton said. Sometimes, if you want to get rid of the gun, you have to pick the gun up.
Consegui. Consegui naquelas, né? Eu fui visto. Tá numa boa hora pra ter outro disfarce. Mas beleza.
Capitalism lives off inequity, pushing you to look down on others. And what better shorthand for feeling superior than based on your own so-called race? Angela Davis has it right. You cannot separate racism from capitalism.
Tem mais
You
pra
may
cima.
remember our friends at the Bear Ridge Commune. I had hopes they'd be safe up in the Cascades, far enough up there not to bother anyone.
Bom, tá fácil de passar.
From what I'm told, last week they were raided by the FBI. 10 dead. Many jailed. The rest now homeless. And for what? They just wanted their own peace. U.S. That would be us, my people. Dead in a ditch.
Ah.
You do not build a war machine to maintain peace. War machines are hungry for one thing, and they only understand one language. That is why we must take up arms, even now, even here.
Yeah.
Now, apparently back home, the critics say we're not getting enough to eat here. That the weather is bad and a whole lot of other nonsense. So when you write home, tell everyone how good the food is, how nice Pachuela is for us, and how happy you are with your decision to live in Freedom Town. I'm counting on you.
Não serve mostrar muita coisa, né? Mas beleza.
Can you believe they still talk about an American dream? The American dream is about getting rich while everyone else stays poor. It is the only way their system works. Any other dream that dares compete is shot down dead. Just ask Dr. King.
Bom, aqui é muito perigoso. Olha o que está lá dentro dessa cabana cercada de gente.
You know, when I met Rebecca, I loved her because of how strong she was. In a society like theirs, for a woman to be that
Mom sent you here? Really? You need to go before people see you and lose their minds. We brought hatred down here with us. Can't ever get away from what's in you. They tell us about friends dying from malaria, right? But those friends didn't die from malaria. They died from disobeying.
Bom, olha só.
Let me see your map. This is where Isaac and Rebecca are. Maybe you can do something. Somebody has to do something.
Tá mais disposto a ajudar. Acho que dessa vez vai ser maneiro matar todo mundo e poder fugir com ele.
I lost my faith in this town a while ago. Now that you're here, I know it's time for me to go. You can take me with you, right?
Eh.
Sim, mas não agora. Bom, seguinte. O plano agora é matar a Rebecca e o Isaac. O Alex meio que me deu permissão.
Injustice abhors those who live righteous lives. Like a virus, injustice must spread to survive. But as long as one person resists, injustice may be killed.
If I was raised by my mom, we never had much, but at Christmas, she'd somehow come up with a present for everyone. My little brother Frank was killed because he talked to a white girl, and that really killed Mama too. Being the oldest, I tried to do what I could, but there was too much. That's when I started drinking. When Ma died, I moved to East St. Louis. That was my lowest point. Then Isaac found me. If he hadn't pulled me away for that bottle, I would be dead now myself. Instead, he helped me see why we all have to fight. Então essa é a história triste da Kien. Aquela infância pobre, o irmão foi morto por racismo e ela virou alcoólatra.
In a capitalist society, anyone with a lot of power must have left a hideous trail of bodies in his wake.
Eu tenho uma pistola, tenho metal shards que agora não servem pra nada porque os alarmes foram desativados. Tenho clorofórmio. Ideal seria eu ter um disfarce. Antes de encontrar a Rebecca. Quem sabe aqui eu não acho um. Achei. Não preciso mais disso. Eu posso pegar isso aqui e equipar.
If you're not being attacked and persecuted, you are compromised. When you live for truth, slander is inevitable. So I hear of people back in the U.S. attacking and deriding us. And I know we are doing everything right.
Painkillers é sempre bom. Agora eu vou achar meu caminho para a Rebecca. Que certamente vai estar fortemente guardada. 3. Aqui funciona. Aqui eu ia querer ter um negócio para desativar o alarme.
Our contacts in Havana go beyond Colonia Unica.
Caramba, apertei o botão errado, eu ferrei com tudo. Não! Ah não, morri. Não tá vendo tão bem. Puta que pariu. E morrendo a única opção é recomeçar. Você meio que, né? Perdeu. Caramba, não acredito. Que burro. Eu vou jogar tudo igual eu joguei agora.
I've never trusted those people. Who would with a name like
Mas eu
Collective
vou parar por
Justice
aqui.
Mission? They exploit
já-
good people like Alex, get them to hand over all their money,
Esse é o problema desse
make
jogo.
them work
Ele
all
podia
hours and
ter-
put them in a dangerous camp in the jungle. So many horrible rumors about what they do down there. I thought about what you said. Maybe some of those people are sincere. Maybe Freedom Town is a
Eu
good
podia ter
side.
alguns saves no meio do
But Vic,
caminho pra você não
what if
ter
you're
começado do
wrong?
começo de
You
novo.
have to find Alex.
Que eu perdi aí a última hora. Hora? Deixa eu ver quanto tempo de live eu tô fazendo. A última 1h15. Gente, por hoje deu, né? 2 da manhã. Pra eu chegar naquele ponto de novo, eu vou demorar mais 1h15. Então por hoje eu vou encerrar.
We've been talking with the McTualin 1st Brigade, and I don't like what I'm hearing. Despite having a commitment from them to
Valeu pra
defend
quem
our
assistiu.
town, something that didn't come
Teve algumas
free, I
pessoas
assure
durante
you.
a live. Chegamos acho que 6
They can't
pessoas.
guarantee our safety.
Tivemos um novo inscrito.
Excuses that their
Então,
military is stretched thin.
agradeço aí a vocês. Boa noite.
They're not the allies we
Vou encerrar aqui. Aí eu vou fazer mais. Eu preciso. Agora eu preciso conseguir fazer isso, resgatar o Alex uma vez sem ser já na força. Mas é que por hoje realmente agora eu fiquei muito triste. Falou.